right. Hello, everybody. My name is Sherry Chang. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Neural Lab. At Neural Lab, we are inventing the future of human-computer interface right here in Sacramento. What we're doing is bringing the air gesture you see in sci-fi movie like Minority Report to life. So our technology has a lot of wow factor, it's very cool, but it's not just for fun and games. We are actually being trialed in surgical suite. So as a surgeon, you have seconds to make life-saving decisions for your patient. But unfortunately, today, the surgeons can't directly interact with the medical device. Instead, they need to play telephone with another medical professional to tell them to move the mouse, a little bit to the right, a little bit to the left. Our technology allows the surgeons to make the sub-seconds decision needed to save a patient's life with literally just a swipe of their hand. Now, our technology is not only for experts like surgeons, it's available to you with the equipment that you already own. You can add our technology with body hand motion to public shared devices, such as ATM kiosks for more hygienic interaction, or even at home as replacement for your game controller or your TV remote. With only a web camera that you already own and our software, you can add touchless to any application without writing a single line of code in 5 minutes. So it's literally a game-changing technology, and we need your help to bring it to the world. To date, we already made progress. We have contract pending with a Fortune 200 company, and there will be local pilots available soon for you all to try out. However, we need to scale with more pilots and more capital. So we need help with introduction for local pilots to restaurants, medical centers, and retail locations so that we can trial and harden our technology across a variety of use cases, such as restaurant kitchens, hospital, patients check-in, retail point of sales, et cetera. Additionally, we are also competing for $1 million prize from Tim Draper at his reality TV show, Meet the Drapers. You can vote for us. You can be our golden ticket. We are competing against 30 other companies from around the world. So please vote for us at meetthedrapers.com. And finally, we are launching our seed round in fall, so appreciate any introduction to investors and advisors. If you want to try out our air gesture technology today and be Tom Cruise for a day, please visit us at our booth. So thank you very much.
Great presentation. In the video that you showed for the surgeon performing the air gestures, is it how responsive is it in real time? So I'm thinking about a surgeon that's performing a surgery. He needs a quick check-in. You can blurt out a question to a radiologist and ask a question, and that's easy, versus stopping what you're doing and doing the air gesture. So question for you is, how responsive is that, and what kind of training or behavior change will that require on part of the surgeon?
Yeah, absolutely. I can tell you this, they're the largest med tech company that's tried to bring touchless to operating suite for 5 years. They have not been able to do it, and then they were surprised, by how responsive our technology is, and it only requires a camera, and they get something working in 5 minutes. So to ensure that we have, we have that sub-second response time and the accuracy, we are working with, the OEM approach to ensure that, they're comfortable integrating touchless into their product, and then, helping us with pilots to hospitals around the world.
Great. And you mentioned you're seeking partners to pilot with medical centers. So are you really thinking about clinical champions, surgeon clinical champions, radiologists? What sort of groups are you thinking about?
Yeah, absolutely. So locally, we love to try technology in pathology labs. So there's some scenario where it's less critical than surgery, or just like patients check-in. And of course, other verticals like restaurants and retail. But this helps really our technology to perfect our technology so that it works perfectly in the surgical suite as well.
Sherry, great presentation as well. I really was excited about the medical side and the clinical application. I think the restaurant and retail is fun. So the consumer side, but on the medical side, it's the integration with other approved imaging technologies or surgical robotic AI systems. Have you started working with companies as far as an integration versus the adoption of just your technology? As far as integrating with if it's imaging components, if it's live scans or images that are, CTs that have been taken?
Yeah, absolutely. Our first go-to market is actually not direct to consumer. It's actually working with OEM to integrate with. I can tell you we are integrating with med devices, with surgical navigation user interfaces. So very high critical use cases that we know we can't do it ourselves and solve all the problem ourselves. So we definitely partner. We have some very big customers, partners that's also paying us to help some of the research.
That's great. Thank you so much. I think we're running out of time, but like to follow up. That's great. Thank you.
Thank you.